Hello and welcome to Womb of Wisdom. My name is Kwesi Da Costa Vroom. It's a pleasure for us to come your way again. Today's topic is understanding poor academic performance amongst children. Poor academic performance for children can vary depending on a variety of factors, including age, grade level, and academic expectations. In general, poor academic performance for children can be defined as consistently falling below expected academic standards or not meeting established benchmarks in key academic areas. For example, poor academic performance in reading might be indicated by a child who struggles to read fluently, has difficulty comprehending written material, or consistently scores below grade level on reading assessment. Similarly, poor academic performance in math might be indicated by a child who has difficulty solving basic arithmetic problems, struggles with more advanced concepts, or consistently scores below grade level on math assessment. Other factors that might indicate poor academic performance for children could include consistently failing to complete homework assignments, performing poorly on tests and quizzes, or receiving low grades in one or more subjects over an extended period of time. It's important to note that poor academic performance can be caused by a variety of factors, including learning disabilities, attention deficit disorder, and social or emotional problems. Therefore, it's important for parents, teachers, and other caregivers to work together to identify the root causes of poor academic performance and to develop appropriate interventions and support strategies to help children overcome these challenges. Poor academic performance for children can have a variety of negative consequences, both immediate and long term. Some of the immediate consequences of poor academic performance might include low grades. Poor academic performance can result in lower grades, which can have a negative impact on a child's academic standing and self-esteem. Increased stress. Struggling with academic performance can be stressful for children, leading to anxiety and other emotional challenges. 3. Reduced engagement. Children who consistently perform poorly in school may become disengaged from the learning process, leading to a lack of motivation and interest in academic pursuits. 4. Social isolation. Poor academic performance can sometimes lead to social isolation as children feel embarrassed or ashamed about their struggles in school. In the long term, poor academic performance can have more serious consequences, including 1. Limited career opportunities. Poor academic performance can limit a child's career options later in life, making it more difficult to secure well-paying jobs or advance in certain fields. 2. Reduced earning potential. Children who struggle academically may earn less money over their lifetime than their peers who perform well in school. 3. Decreased quality of life. Poor academic performance can impact a child's overall quality of life, leading to a greater risk or mental health challenges and reduced life satisfaction. 4. Limited educational opportunities. Poor academic performance can limit a child's opportunity to pursue higher education, which can impact their long-term earning potential and career options. It's important to address poor academic performance early on and to provide children with the support and resources Oh, let me take this once again. It's important to address poor academic performance early on and to provide children with the support and resources they need to succeed academically. This may involve working with teachers, tutors, or other professionals who identify and address any underlying learning challenges, as well as providing children with additional support and encouragement at home. Advice to parents dealing with children with poor academic performance. If you're a parent dealing with a child who is struggling with poor academic performance, here are some pieces of advice that may help. One, be supportive. It's important to provide your child with emotional support and encouragement, even if you are frustrated with the academic performance. Let your child know that you are there for them and that you believe in their ability to improve. Two, communicate with teachers. It's important to communicate regularly with your child's teacher to get a better understanding of their academic strengths and weaknesses. Ask for regular progress report and ask the teacher for recommendations for extra support. Three, get professional help. If your child is struggling with a learning disability, attention deficit disorder, or other challenges, it may be helpful to seek the help of a professional such as a psychologist or a learning specialist. Four, set realistic expectations. It's important to set realistic expectations for children's academic performance. Don't expect your child to go from struggling to straight A's overnight. Instead, focus on small, achievable goals and celebrate your child's success along the way. Five, encourage good study habits. Help your child develop good study habits, such as setting aside a specific time each day for homework and studying, creating a quiet and organized study space, and avoiding distractions such as phones and social media during study time. Six, focus on strengths. While it is important to address areas where children are struggling academically, it's important to recognize and celebrate their strengths. Encourage your child to pursue activities and interests where they excel, which can help boost their overall confidence and self esteem. Remember, poor academic performance doesn't define your child's worth or potential. By providing support and encouragement, and by working with teachers and professionals as needed, you can help your child overcome academic challenges and reach their full potential. Here are some more pieces of advice for parents dealing with children with poor academic performance. Create a positive learning environment. Make sure your home environment is conducive to learning by providing a quiet, well lit, and organized space for studying and homework. Also, provide your child with the necessary school supplies and learning materials they need to succeed. 8. Celebrate progress. Celebrate your child's progress no matter how small. Recognize and praise their effort and accomplishments and encourage them to continue working hard. 9. Set clear expectations. Clearly communicate your expectations for your child's academic performance and make sure they understand the consequences of not meeting those expectations. At the same time, be realistic and avoid putting too much pressure on your child to perform at a level that may be beyond their capabilities. 10. Be involved. Stay involved in your child's academic progress by attending parent-teacher conferences and volunteering at school, and regularly checking in with your child about their school work. This will help you stay informed about their progress and identify any areas where they may need additional support. 11. Help your child build self-confidence. Encourage your child to participate in activities that they enjoy outside of school, such as sports or hobbies. This can help build their self-confidence and self-esteem, which can in turn improve their academic performance. 12. Seek out additional resources. Take advantage of additional resources available to your child, such as tutoring or after-school programs. These resources can provide your child with additional support and help them develop their skills and knowledge they need to succeed academically. Remember that every child is different, and what works for one child may not work for another. Be patient, supportive, and willing to try different strategies until you find what works best for your child. With your help and support, your child can overcome the academic challenges and achieve success in school and beyond. When we thought through this, education of children is primarily a government responsibility. So we looked at support that is provided by the government regarding children dealing with poor academic performance. A few thoughts over here. Governments may provide various forms of support to children dealing with poor academic performance. Here are some examples of government support programs. 1. Special education program. Many government offer special education program designed to provide additional support to children with learning disabilities, attention deficits disorder, and other challenges. These programs may include individualized education plans, IEPs, that outline specific goals and accommodations for each child. Number 2, tutoring services. Government may provide funding for tutoring services for children who are struggling academically. These programs may be provided through schools or community organizations and may be offered at no cost or at a reduced rate for low-income families. 3. After-school programs. Many government fund after-school programs that offer academic support, homework help, and other resources to children. These programs may also provide enrichment activities such as art, music, and sport. School lunch programs. Many governments provide school lunch programs to ensure that children have access to healthy and nutritious meals during the school day. This can help improve children's overall health and well-being, which can in turn improve their academic performance. 5. Counseling and mental health services. Some governments provide counseling and mental health services to children who are struggling academically or experiencing other challenges. These services can help children manage stress and other emotional issues that may be affecting their academic performance. 6. Financial assistance. In some cases, government may provide financial assistance to low-income families to help cover cost of school supplies, transportation, and other expenses that may be barriers to academic success. Overall, government can play an important role in supporting children who are struggling academically. By providing resources and support to these children and their families, government can help ensure that every child has this opportunity to reach their full potential. Some more examples of government support for children dealing with poor academic performance. Early childhood education programs. Many governments provide early childhood education programs that help prepare young children for school. These programs may include pre-kindergarten programs, home visiting programs, and other resources that support early learning and development. Literacy and numeracy initiatives. Government may fund initiatives designed to improve literacy and numeracy skills among children. These programs may include reading and math tutoring, summer learning programs, and other resources that help children build essential academic skills. 9. Career and technical education programs. Some government offer career and technical education programs that provide students with hand-on learning opportunities and help prepare them for the workforce. These programs can be especially helpful for students who struggle with traditional academic subjects. 10. Student support services. Many schools and school districts offer student support services such as academic counseling, mentoring, and peer tutoring. These programs can help students stay on track academically and provide them with support they need to succeed in school. 11. Academic standards and assessments. Some governments set academic standards and assessments that helps ensure that students are receiving a quality education. These standards and assessments can help identify areas where students are struggling and provide educators with guidance on how to improve academic outcomes. School improvement initiatives. Government may fund school improvement initiatives that help struggling schools improve academic performance. These initiatives may include professional development for teachers, curriculum development, and other resources that support improvement. Overall, government support can be a crucial factor in helping children overcome academic challenges and succeed in school. By providing resources, programs, and other support, government can help ensure that every child has the opportunity to achieve their full potential. Some of the statistics that is informing some of these initiatives that is taken by government and other institutions. There are many statistics related to children dealing with poor academic performance. Here are some key findings from recent studies. According to a report by the National Assessment of Educational Programs, NAEP, only 35% of fourth graders and 34% of eighth graders in the United States were proficient in reading in 2019. A report by the National Center for Education Statistics, NCES, found that in the 2017-2018 school year, the national high school graduation rate was 85%. 3. According to a report by the Annie E. Casey Foundation, only 21% of children from low-income families in the United States were proficient in reading by the end of the third grade. 4. A study published in the Journal of Education for Students Placed at Risk found that students who experience poverty, homelessness, and other forms of adversity are more likely to experience academic difficulties and drop out of school. 5. According to a report by the National Bureau of Economic Research, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on children's academic performance, which students from low-income families are those whose special needs being particularly affected. 6. The World Bank estimates that approximately 263 million children and youth worldwide are out of school, with many facing barriers such as poverty, gender discrimination, and conflict. These statistics demonstrate the need for continued effort to support children dealing with poor academic performance, both in the United States and around the world, by providing resources, support, and interventions to help children overcome academic challenges, we can help ensure that every child has the opportunity to succeed in school and beyond. According to a report by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, the average reading, math, and science performance of 15-year-old students in the United States was below the OECD average in 2018. 2. A study published in the Journal of Education Psychology found that children who experience chronic stress and adversity are more likely to experience academic difficulties and poor mental health. 3. A report by the National Center for Children in Poverty found that 51% of children living in low-income families in the United States were not ready for school by age 5, compared to 25% of children in higher-income families. 4. According to a report by the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, the national college completion rate for students who began college in 2013 was 61.8%. 5. A study published in the Journal of School Health found that students who experience food insecurity are more likely to have lower academic performance than I'll take 0.5 again. A study published in the Journal of School Health found that students who experience food insecurity are more likely to have lower academic performance, higher rates of absenteeism, and more behavioral problems. 6. According to a report by the United Nations Educational, Science and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, approximately 258 million children and youth worldwide were out of school in 2018, with many facing barriers such as poverty, gender, discrimination, and disability. These statistics highlight the need for continued effort to address the challenges facing children dealing with poor academic performance by providing resources, support, and interventions to help children overcome these challenges. We can help ensure that every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential. A report by the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, found that only 25% of US high school seniors were proficient in math in 2019. According to a study published in the Journal of Education Psychology, students who experience bullying are more likely to experience academic difficulties and poor mental health. 3. A report by the National Center for Education Statistics, NCES, found that in 2017-2018 school year, only 42% of students with disabilities graduated from high school. 4. According to a report by the National Bureau of Economic Research, the COVID-19 pandemic has widened the achievement gap between students from low-income families and their more affluent peers. 5. A study published in the Journal of School Health found that students who experience chronic absenteeism are more likely to experience academic difficulties and drop out of school. 6. According to a report by the World Health Organization, WHO, approximately 10% of children worldwide have a mental health disorder such as anxiety or depression that can impact their academic performance. These statistics illustrate the complex and multifaceted nature of the challenges facing children dealing with poor academic performance. By addressing the underlying factors that contribute to these challenges, such as poverty, bullying, and mental health, we can help support children academic success and improve outcome for all students. This is a lot of statistics. I would like to end here for us to, take it in, and hopefully we can have another session and discuss them. We may want to look at some areas. In as much as this is relevant in America, it is equally very relevant in other parts of the world, especially in Africa. I am very grateful for your time. I'm not a newscaster, so I have a few, issues reading them, but I hope I did a good job, and I thank you for your time, for staying and letting all of us, in on some of these things. I hope we'll be able to reflect, think about our children, think about the educational curriculum, consider investment, and provide what is essential for every single child to be successful academically. We have no excuse that a child that has a potential, for a reason like poverty, bullying, mental health, especially those that are caused by abuse, negligence, neglect, to be a reason why a child could not attain her full potential or his full potential. All of us should take this seriously and in our small way help. If you're a teacher, if you're educated, you can help children around your community to do their homework. Children whose parent don't have the education you have, take a minute and help them. I remember when I was young, my mom would assemble, the children in the community, and she would teach them A, B, C, D, new vocabulary, reading, and we sat back and watched in admiration before we realized we started doing it ourselves, and we started helping the children in the community. Do it if you have the opportunity. If you don't, find one. If a child's successes can be attributed to your intervention, that can make you very proud. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good morning. Good night.